What's going on, guys? I wanted to make a quick comparison video for you today. I'm in sort of a unique situation. Over the past couple weeks, I sold all of my Snap-on battery-powered impact tools, and I've since bought brand new Milwaukee battery-powered tools. So I've seen people make comparisons, Milwaukee versus DeWalt, or Ryobi, Rigid, whatever it may be. And a lot of times it's a new tool versus an old tool, or two brand new tools of different brands. So I happen to have 4 brand new Milwaukee impacts of various sizes, and I wanted to just compare them against each other. So if you're in the market for a new impact and you didn't know how big you needed to go, if you're wanting to take off lug nuts, you're at the track, or you're just working around the shop, maybe which one would work for your needs. So I'm just going to compare these. I'm just going to pull some lug nuts off the Mustang here, and you can draw your own conclusions. So it's not real scientific. So this is what we're working with. These are all brand new. I bought them from CPO Outlets, which is cpooutlets.com. I bought these with my own money. They weren't given to me. I have no affiliation. These are all the Fuel line, which is Milwaukee's brushless line, which is their latest and greatest. They all use lithium batteries. To make the comparison as fair as possible, I'm going to use the 3 amp hour battery for all the tools. So I have a 3 amp hour for both the M12 and the M18. So starting on your left, we have the M12 Impact Driver. This is rated at 1,300 inch-pounds, which works out to around 110 foot-pounds. Then we have their M12 Impact Wrench with a 3/8 Anvil. This is rated at 250 foot-pounds. This is likely what you would use for just general, mechanic work. If you're using like an air ratchet or a battery-powered ratchet, you could probably use this instead. Then we go up to the M18 Impact Driver. This is rated at 2,000 inch-pounds, which is around 150, 160 foot-pounds, somewhere in that range. Then we go up to the M18 Mid-Torque Impact Wrench with a 1/2-inch anvil on it. This is typically what you'd see guys using at the track, swapping tires around. Something of maybe not this exact one, but of similar size. I think the Bauer that Harbor Freight sells would be a comparable size, likely not comparable power, but you can do your own test to verify that. To make it as fair as possible, we're going to use this how it's designed to be used, or you're going to use an impact socket on it with a 1/2-inch anvil. For the rest, I have this 1/4 hex to 1/2-inch adapter where I could use the impact socket on these two, but then that would leave the 3/8 as the only outlier using a different socket. So to make it as fair as possible, we're going to use this 3/8 adapter on the 2 hex drivers with a 3/8 size socket. We're going to start out with the M12 Impact Driver. I'm going to go with 3 amp hour battery and our 3/8 adapter with our 19mm socket. This one's rated at 110 foot-pounds or so. I typically torque my lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. So any one of these impacts should be able to get them off, but that's why we're doing a test. So here's the first one. Wow, did not expect that at all. So next we'll go to the M12 actual impact. Then we got a 3 amp hour battery, still full charge. Pretty easy. So we'll swap to our M18. 3 amp hour battery here, full charge. more trouble than the M12 Impact, which is somewhat surprising. We're going to switch out to the 1/2 inch, still full charge, level 3. Easy. So, really surprised by this in the video. I did not expect that to take off a lug nut as easily as it did at a torque, to 100 foot-pounds. I guess the brushless stuff is a lot more powerful than things I've used in the past. I used to have a DeWalt 18-volt NiCad 1/2 inch impact. It would not take off a lug nut that easily. So really impressed by this. I would say for 90% of you guys, this might be enough for whatever you're using it for. If not, you could always step up to the actual 3/8, or they also do a 1/2 inch Anvil impact on this body. So that would probably get it done for you track day guys. And then the bigger battery, I think, gives you extra 10% or so boost. And they might actually have a bigger amp hour battery than this. I would have to double check, but you can check that on your own. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.